Thank you for staying with us. Now, November is that black month. Now, that is a discounted sales worldwide. According to various sources, the earliest evidence of the phrase Black Friday originated in Philadelphia, dating back to 1961, where it was used by police to describe the heavy pedestrian and vehicular traffic that would occur on the day after Thanksgiving. Now, since the early 21st century, there have been attempts by US-based retailers to introduce a retail Black Friday to other countries around the world. Now, retailers outside the US have so far attempted to promote the day to remain competitive with US-based online retailers and has hence spread across the world and Africa. Now, the term black here has been applied to days upon which calamities occurred. So today, we feature Jumia Black Friday 2021, whose starting date in its headquarters, Nigeria, and across Jumia International officially announced takes place from the 5th to the 30th of November, the whole of this month, November 2021. And today, we focus on Jumia's Kenyan market and Kenyans' online buying culture. Chappatte, CEO Jumia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, now Jumia Black Friday sale for the year has already commenced. How are you doing so far on that front? Maybe you can bring us up to speed on that. You already started on 5th, and we are now going on through November. How has it been like so far for you?
Yeah, it's been great. We kicked off a couple of days ago, as you mentioned. It was building up for a couple of weeks, a lot of hard work from everyone to pull it together, and it's been great. Customers have been reacting with really dynamically. We've had tons and tons of orders, more orders than we've had for many years. That's for sure. With exciting elements coming out this year that are a bit different to previous years.
Great. So we heard you in one of our interviews, that was last week, saying that a cow will go for 100 shillings and the same for goats at 1,000 shillings. Now, that is instead of the actual prices. What's the algorithm or the mathematics behind this, and how exactly does it work? You can take us through that, explain further for someone to understand how this actually works. Yes, Sam.
Yeah, so we have millions of deals. We have very, very deep stock on all of the popular products.
Yes.
So the kickoff of the event, we did a special sort of flash sale where we had 5 cows being sold for 100 shillings just at midnight. And we had tens of thousands of Kenyans hunting to find these cows on the Jumia app. And 5 lucky customers were able to get them, and we have successfully delivered those cows kind of across the country. I'll give you an example. Josephat, one of our customers for many years, from Endarasha in Nyeri, was lucky enough to get one of these cows, and we delivered to Josephat over the last couple of days, which was quite fun.
Okay, and also maybe you can expound on how it works, like the payment and everything. You can expound on the back end of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a normal order. So when you go to Jumia, if you want to shop on the Jumia Black Friday, you download the Jumia app, or you go to the mobile website, you pick the products that you want, and you can either choose to pay cash on delivery or to pay prepayment, to pay online with, for example, with M-Pesa. And that's exactly how I work with the cow. Customers found the cow online, ordered the cow, and we delivered countrywide.
Great. And Sam, so far you have been in various countries, you have been in the frontiers market worldwide, but so far, how can you describe the Kenyan space? How are we looking like on that space? What is our culture like when it comes to, buying online?
Yeah, I think there are many similarities. So, for example, across most African markets, it's very much the early days of e-commerce still. There's a long way to go, and that's very exciting. There's a huge number of jobs that are going to be created from the e-commerce industry in the years ahead across the continent. The differences are probably, some things. Like, so for example, Kenya pays online digitally more than other markets, right? Because M-Pesa is so prevalent. across Kenya. There is quite a lot of local manufacturing in Kenya compared to some of the markets. And so the goods that you find on the platform, many of them originate in Kenya, are manufactured in Kenya, which is great and which is not always the case in other markets. And then I think probably the third thing I'd call out is that Kenya is very mobile driven. So Kenya's got the highest share of mobile-based access to the internet in the world, actually. And so a lot of people have access to the internet. Not enough of them can afford to use the internet on a daily basis yet here in Kenya. But yeah, we see a lot of digital uptake in Kenya.
And with that, a percentage when it comes to mobile usage and also being a little bit tech savvy, how can you compare the Kenyan market to these other markets that you are in? You are in Ghana, Cameroon, Senegal. How can you compare these markets to Kenya?
I mean, versus the ones you called out, I mean, Kenya is a bigger e-commerce market by some way. You know, Kenya is amongst the largest e-commerce markets on the continent. We've called this out in our latest report. You know, Nairobi is one of the biggest e-commerce cities in the continent. So yeah, Kenya is punching above its weight in relative terms to the rest of the continent. But I would emphasize that it's still very early days. You know, the share of retail that's happening online in Kenya is still very low, and it's only going to go one way. And yeah, so that's why these events like Black Friday are so exciting, because it's a great opportunity to bring new users into buying online, which is great for them. They get great deals. They start to learn a new service, but also great for the economy because it means more business for SMEs, and that in turn means more jobs.
Great. And how can you say Jumia has contributed to the growth of the SME sector in the country? For example, when I come onto Jumia, I'll probably get people who are selling stuff from outside. But how are you growing or looking forward to grow the local SMEs, the local manufacturers? For example, if I have my own products, can I still sell on Jumia? Does it work like the rest who are, you know, you're getting their products internationally or from outside the country?
I mean, I can tell you that Jumia is very largely a platform for local sellers. We have something like 10, 11,000 sellers in Kenya. 95% of those sellers are in Kenya.
Yeah.
So our Kenyan businesses, our Kenyans. What's really exciting is that over 50% of our sellers are female entrepreneurs or female-owned businesses as well. So e-commerce is a great channel for equal access for entrepreneurs to launch a business online and to access customers all over the country. And that's the job that we play. You know, we are a platform for Kenya's SMEs and for people all over the country that want to sell. And they sign up online, they go to the website, it's very easy, there's no cost to sign up. You get free training, free access, and you only pay commissions or fees when you actually sell.
Great. Yes, I mean, so far I can say we have had substantial increase when it comes to the mergers and acquisitions in the country. But from where you sit, how can we become better, especially for the private entities in the country, you know, in our frontier markets, and also some of the challenges and opportunities that are there in this market, the Kenyan market so far?
I think there are tons of opportunities for private sector businesses. And I'm personally like a believer in the positive impact that the private sector can have on society. I think what's important for the private sector to flourish and to have that impact on society, what the private sector needs is, number one, stability of business environment. And there needs to be rules, they need to be evenly and fairly applied. Those rules need to be defined in collaboration with private sector stakeholders. That's really important because we as private sector actors need to be able to project long term if we're going to have impact and create a lot of jobs. And then the second thing I'd say is that I think what can be really helpful and very powerful for Kenya is to define big strategic priorities. As the government has done in the past, but to do so at a sector level, to support the sectors that have the biggest impact on society, the biggest impact on job creation, and to be willing to put in place, levers of support for those industries. And that's the kind of thing that can make Kenya, a sort of Silicon Savannah digital hub for the continent and globally, and build off the good work that's been done to date.
Great. And also now, as we wrap up, Mr. Sam, maybe what more can Kenyans expect or should expect from the Jumia Black Friday sale?
Yep, so the sale is on until the end of the month, but every day there are new things happening on the site. So for example, today there are huge deals on Garnier, the big beauty brands. Every day there are flash sales, every day there are prizes to be won, games to take part in. Every day there are different brands on sale. And then every Friday there are even bigger treats. The Fridays are the big explosion days, whether it's, for example, free pickup countrywide, big deals on lots of different categories, and lots of surprises still to come. And then if customers want to get a special tip from me, log on to the website every day at 9 a.m.
From what time? Sorry, from what time?
So from 9 a.m. until 10 a.m. every day.
Wow.
There is 50% off, up to 500 shillings for everyone on the site. So that's a special tip for your listeners, for your watchers.
All right, great. And let me take a question from one of our viewers, which I think I have asked on the locals and international sellers on Jumia. He's also called Sam just like you, so he's asking, he makes duvets. So how can he come on Jumia to sell? Maybe you can just briefly guide him on that.
He makes what, sorry?
Duvets.
Yeah.
Duvet, yeah, sleeping. Yes.
It's that easy. It's that easy. You go onto the website and you click on the link, sell on Jumia. On the top right, there's a little icon saying sell on Jumia. You follow the instructions there. Where we capture your details, and you go through online training, and then you're live. It's a matter of hours. You create your content, you put it on the website, and you start to sell. It's as easy as that.
Okay, great. And the percentage is 50-50, or how does that work?
In terms of commissions, no, it's much lower than that. Our commissions range from something like 5% to a maximum of 15%. So it's, our commissions are pretty low across the board. And all of that is laid out very clearly for sellers so that they know what those terms are before they sign up.
All right, great. Thank you, Sam.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So there you have it, Sam Chappatte, Jumia CEO on the Black Friday sale that is on embracing the Black Friday online sale in Kenya and also understanding the Kenyan online or buying culture as well. All right, for now we take a very short commercial break, but stay tuned because you have a lot more lined up for you on Matters Innovation.